Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, ring the bell and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. Where do you start with a film like Nezha 2? The biggest animated feature ever made, beating those legendary titles from the likes of Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks and many others. It has since went on to become the highest grossing Chinese and non-English film of all time and beat Star Wars Episode 7 The Force Awakens as the highest grossing film of all time in a single market. In a nutshell, Nezha 2 has kicked the asses of many major studios and totally exceeded all expectations from both its general audience and critics alike. Director Zhao Zi, also known as Yu Yang, returns to continue the story of the boisterous demon boy Nezha, weaving a more complex tale than before that delivers a lesson on race, morals, and the true differences between good and bad. In short, never judge a book by its cover. I had the joy of watching this cinematic gem on the big screen twice, and to be very honest, I would go a few more times if I had the opportunity. Brought to UK and Irish screens by Cineasia, Nezha 2 deserves to be seen in cinemas to really appreciate the absolute detail, beauty, emotion, and work that has went into this incredible movie. Taking 5 years to complete, the film is nothing short of perfect, filled with huge ambitions such as highly detailed character design, impeccable set pieces, and heart-pounding action sequences that just blew me away. And I've been watching Asian cinema for about 40 years straight now. In fact, I would go as far to say that if celebrated Hong Kong filmmakers Choi Hark, Yuen Woo-ping, Tony Ching Soo-tung and Stephen Chow Sing-chi got together and were given an unlimited budget, Nezha 2 is quite possibly the film they would try to make. But I also firmly believe that even they couldn't deliver what Zhao Zi has done here in this masterpiece of visual storytelling. When I was a kid, one of my first and favourite videotapes was Little Nezha Fights Great Dragon Kings, also known as Nezha Conquers the Dragon King, a 1979 animated film from the Shanghai Animation Film Studio. I adored that film and, while very different in terms of its animation limits to what this new version gives us, still believe it is one of the best and most charming animated tales of Nezha. But watching Nezha 2 took me right back there. It's pretty much the same story, albeit with quite a few more ingredients thrown into the mix, with an insanely huge animation team, and I just loved it. Produced with pure dedication and love, Nezha 2 is as epic as Lord of the Rings or any Avengers movie. The mythology of this character has always intrigued and amazed me, and I'm really looking forward to the final part of the trilogy in the near future. There was, at times, moments during the screening when I had to remind myself that I was watching an animation. It was that outstanding. The colours are vibrant, the fight action is just incredible, and the humour, which may be missed by some members of the Western audience, felt like it had been written by Stephen Chow Sing-chi himself. It was absolutely hilarious. But it also strikes the perfect balance between that humour and breathtaking action, with emotion and heartfelt moments where we are reminded that, even though this kid has the abilities of a god, he's just a child who needs his parents and those important to him. Incredible in every sense of the word, Nezha 2 deserves to be seen on the big screen, and I must also give kudos to Cineasia for releasing it in its original language with English subtitles. A movie such as this deserves as much respect. Stunning, funny, emotional, and hugely exciting, I cannot recommend Nezha 2 enough, and only hope that you get the chance to experience it the same way I did. Overall, simply amazing and one of the best animations ever made, Nezha 2 smashed all box office records for a reason, and I highly recommend you watch that reason. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store or by checking out invincibleasia.com, where you can read my full movie reviews and follow me on Instagram @InvincibleAsia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu and I will see you soon.